What up, world? I saw Home. It's the new DreamWorks animation release. It stars the voices of Rihanna, Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory, Jennifer Lopez, Steve Martin, and dude's name is Matt L. Jones. He played one of Jesse's friends in Breaking Bad, Badger or Weasel or Possum or one of the animal named characters. It's directed by Tim Johnson, who behind me you see Ants. He directed Ants. He's been with DreamWorks Animation since they really blew up, since they really started making movies, and he also directed Over the Hedge, and he was involved in, I want to say, How to Train Your Dragon, and then there was one more, maybe The Croods, maybe not. I'm not 100% what his other credit is. The story of O, and that's just the name that he assumes he's given because when he walks in a room, everybody just sighs. Oh, like the short cartoon that they were showing last year before Mr. Peabody and Sherman and How to Train Your Dragon 2. I don't think I saw it ahead of Penguins of Madagascar, but I do think I saw it ahead of Rio 2, which it's all 20th Century Fox. So that's why. That was like an epilogue or whatever the little prequel short story is, man. How they went to different planets, got them all destroyed. As far as when the movie starts, um, the Boov, as they're called, that's what the creatures are. They're aliens. They're invading Earth. They put, you know what I'm saying, all the humans in one place, and then they just take over the rest of the world. There's a pretty cool reason as far as why Rihanna's character Tip doesn't get abducted. But she's looking for something, and for some reason I don't want to disclose, say, spoil. Jim Parsons' character is running from something, so they both have to work together to basically kind of meet their goals. Like I say in every DreamWorks movie that I review, man, I love DreamWorks cartoons. Ants, the Shrek series, Madagascar. I praise Penguins of Madagascar, How to Train Your Dragon, The Croods. I mean, the list is endless, man. They've done a lot of movies, and I think starting with like Rise of the Guardians, man, their movies just didn't really like bring in that much. So they've like reconstructed their schedule, and they have less releases per year now, which kind of bums me out, man. Because Pixar and DreamWorks, man, I get excited when I know that there's one of their releases coming out. And even How to Train Your Dragon 2, like it made like over $200 million, I think, but it still underperformed from their expectations. I mean, along with Mr. Peabody and Sherman, Penguins of Madagascar, um, what else? Madagascar 3, Kung Fu Panda 2, like all their recent releases have just not done as well as they would have liked. In which like they delayed the release of the Boo movie that was coming out in June. It doesn't even have a date anymore. But I'm getting sidetracked, man. Like the animation is crispy. Like I said, the director has been making movies for this company ever since Ants came out in 1998. So he knows what he's doing. It looks sharp. You got aliens, so it's colorful, and it's the weird shapes that you see. It's a treat for the eyes, man. And one of the characteristics about the aliens is like they change color based on emotion, and it works for some pretty good visuals and some good comedy. The voice cast, it killed it. um, I think Rihanna did good. I'd rather watch her in this than Battleship. Jim Parsons, like I've seen a couple complaints that everybody just saw Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory in alien form, which that's fine. It's a cartoon. Deal with it. I mean, let go. You know what I mean? You don't have to be so hyper critical about every little thing. Oh, it's Sheldon. Who cares? What what made me think that he was a lot like Sheldon was his like obliviousness to human emotion. But that's a trait of the whole alien race that the movie features. Jennifer Lopez, she was in Ants. She's done voices before. And then Steve Martin, man, Steve Martin was hilarious. And like as far as my views on the story, it was things happen. They go on their journey. They go on their adventure. There's a point when I thought it was going to wrap up, but then there was still like 20, 25 minutes left. And then it led me to feel like more emotions than I expected out of a DreamWorks movie. And it made the movie better for me, for real. Man, like one negative that I would have with this movie was there were like one scene, maybe three, where it felt like they were doing something in the movie simply so you could hear a Rihanna song or a Jennifer Lopez song. And like that's a pet peeve of mine when the artist is in the movie and then you hear their song but it's not related to the movie at all. Like Notorious, 8 Mile, Get Rich or Die Trying, those movies made it work. Not so it felt it was a little more forced with Get Rich or Die Trying, but Notorious and 8 Mile really made the featured artist's music in the movie feel like it fit, and it didn't in this. Because even though Rihanna, like she sounds more like she does naturally. You still know like Rihanna's doing the voice. That's probably what drew a lot of people to watch the movie. And then you hear a Rihanna song, and it kind of takes you out of what's going on. I think I've went this whole video without cursing, but because of my rating, I gotta curse. In my opinion, Home is dope as fuck. I loved it, man. I walked out and it was a lot better than I thought it was halfway through the movie. And just different things happened to different characters that I didn't see coming. And there was a different outcome to the movie that I didn't see coming. And that's all positive to me. That's all good things, you know what I mean? So have you seen Home? What did you think of Home? Um, have you not seen this movie because you haven't left home? And I want to know your favorite DreamWorks movies. I've I've reviewed every DreamWorks animated release since probably since Kung Fu Panda 2. I announced on my Will Ferrell movie talk video, which is posted, as well as my Get Hard review. Um, I'm gonna do my favorite. I'm gonna do my top 10 favorite DreamWorks animated movies next month for movie talk. So just let me know some of your favorites. And I'm gonna see Furious 7 next week, and then after that, I think my slate is clear until the Avengers comes out. My quarterly video for my 3 favorite movies of the first quarter of the year is coming shortly after this one. Stay tuned for that shit. Hit me on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the YouTubes, the Instagrams. 'Cause I have multiple Instagrams. That's it, man. Peace.